What's good, family? Sorry about that delay, y'all. Like, the camera was stalling or something. I hit the button and I ain't see nothing. So, but anyway, family, what's up, y'all? Thank y'all for being here. This is Divinely Guided. All right, y'all already know. Those of you who that has been following me for a long time, since I started, coming up on a year very soon that I started YouTube. So I just want to show that gratitude to everyone that has stuck along with me since I have been on YouTube and following my journey thus far. I want to let y'all know y'all are the real mother freaking MVPs, and I appreciate y'all solidarity and I appreciate y'all support, man, for real, because it's definitely not easy to come up here and have this type of platform where you have so many eyes watching you and so many judgmental minds that are able to jump in and just throw in their feedback and, you know, can sort of knock people off their path at times. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's what happened to me, but I'm just saying that's what you open yourself up to when you put yourself out there for people to be able to judge you, to you know what I'm saying, put you underneath the microscope. But I feel that this is my calling to speak, to share my story, to share my gifts with the world in this way, you know, and I'm just getting started. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that tarot is going to be the end all be all for me, but it's definitely something that I enjoy doing, and I enjoy channeling the messages to bring to people. And so for me, it's something that I can do, and it doesn't feel like it's work. It just feels like, and I'm not saying that I have made this like a career thing or nothing, but you know, it's just something that I love to do, pretty much. So that's why I come up here and I share my energy with you guys, and I make sure that I'm in a good space when I come up here to connect with you guys' energy as well. But I just wanted to come up here, family, because the experiences that I have been going through over the past 6 months, some of you have tuned in to some of those videos where I was sharing with you guys that we were living in a hotel for some time, for 4 months to be exact, where me and my family was staying in a hotel. I am a mother of 6 children, as well as I have 1 grandson. So all of us shared that experience together. And overall, you know, there was a lot of ups and downs. There were a lot of challenging moments. There were a lot of moments that I wanted to give up. There were a lot of moments of depression that, you know, no one saw. No one was able to see or tap into that pain that I was going through, because I kept that side hidden. I kept that part in isolation, as I withdrew from everything and everybody, so to speak. When I went into my womb space of healing, is what I want to call it. Okay, so now what I want to share about that experience, family, is that even though you can be someone that is chosen by the Most High to do a thing, right, to be on this special mission, that does not mean that you're going to be exempt from any type of suffering, okay, or any type of pain, because we are all here to learn our own personal lessons and to evolve into the divine beings that we are. You know what I'm saying? And reach that higher state of consciousness that makes this human experience just that much easier to go through, because you are able to tap into that divine side of you, you know, and be able to be more in the natural flow. So in that darkness, while I was in that darkness, in that womb space, being healed, and where I was growing and where I was being nurtured, you know, by spirit, and moments where I was having to parent myself, because I don't have my mother still here with me physically, you know what I'm saying? And the connection that I have with my father is not to where I feel comfortable to just pick up the phone and speak to him about certain things. So without having some of, you know, having those elders, those that wise counsel in your life, sometimes, you know, it can be a bit more chaotic while you are transitioning, while you are going through a lot of changes. And so while I was going through that experience, I was also connected to someone that I truly had a lot of deep feelings for. But the Most High was bringing me to a space where I was needing to separate, where I was needing to let go of this particular person so that I could continue to grow and evolve in the way that I was being called to. But my hard-headed tail wanted to stay. I constantly made excuses for why this person that was in my life would do certain things, because when you are very empathic, when you are very sensitive to people's energies, and you are able to tap into the spirit more easily than other people, you will have that insight that gives you a better understanding of the people that you encounter. So you know why people do certain things that they do. And sometimes, you know, when you have that big heart, because you have this understanding, it can cause you to sometimes stick around with people a lot longer than what you're supposed to, because you have this incredible empathy for what they're going through, because you feel the pain that they went through and what brought them to the space that they are now and why they are the way that they are. So because you have this type of emotional intelligence to tap in and just to know what people need at certain times, you know, it's sort of like it becomes sort of like your superpower in those relationships. But it can also become sort of like a crutch as well for other people, because they know that you understand them, they know that you tap into spirit. So, you know, they can almost play your gifts and use your heart against you when you are overly emotional and too much into wanting to see the good in people all the time at the expense of yourself. So that was one of the lessons that I was learning, was to be able to set proper boundaries and to be able to be more disciplined in my emotion and not allow my emotions to pretty much override my logic at times when I needed to be listening more so to my mind than to my heart. So I was learning how to bring things into balance, okay? And I'm still learning this thing, guys. I haven't perfected it, okay? But I'm just bringing you back these tidbits of what I have learned in that process. So yes, I was being taught how to bring those things into balance and being highlighted the dangers of not having these things in balance, not having my mind and my spirit and my physical body in a proper alignment, how things can, you know, go off course and get a little chaotic at times and make it hard for you to tune into your intuition and really receive that higher guidance that you truly need, okay? So in this while I'm sitting in this what I perceived as this mess, because here it is, I have to be in this hotel with 6 children. Granted, we did not have to be in the same room, thank God. It was split up in 2 rooms, but at the same time, it was still a very close space to where there was more tension than what I would have liked it to be, simply because everyone wanted their own space. And you know, it was just a lot of different thoughts and fears and different emotions that I feel everyone was having and projecting onto each other. So me needing to be the matriarch in the situation and be able to keep this order, but also be able to nurture my children, to guide them and to love them through this process was a very hard thing for me to do, because I was looking for the same. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever have been in a situation where you feel like you going through something on a personal level that you just can't tell your kids, but you fight in this battle, but at the same time you still have to and want to show up for your children, it can be very exhausting dealing with your own mess behind the scenes and still needing to show up and be a parent at the same time. So I was burnt out. Like, no bullshit. I was burnt out, y'all, but yet I still had to press forward. So I had to tap into that divine power that was within, because that's where my supernatural strength is within me, you know. And you guys, I'm sure, have experienced the same things where you have had situations happen in your life where you like, I know it won't nobody but God that got me through that. Or I know it got to be something out here because ain't no way I would have made it through that. Like, it's just no way. So that's what I was doing anyway. Even though I am aware of the Most High, I have a connection that I am on a daily basis building with the Most High. Okay. But when I was faced with that situation, you know, all of that sometimes can go slam on the back burner, because now in my humanness, the fear comes, you know, the worry comes, the doubt comes, the overthinking comes. So it's like God can push that on the back burner. But in order for me to be able to keep my sanity, okay, I had to go seeking a higher knowledge, okay? And that came through the Most High. So a lot of the revelations that I was getting during that time, you know, helped me to stay grounded during that process, because it was like God was allowing me to see certain things or to get different insight, just to look, this is why this is happening, you know, or this is why this, you know what I'm saying, to give me some sort of comfort along the way. And I was also getting a lot of different signs and messages from my angels and ancestors, you know, encouraging me, and just constantly like, we here, you know what I'm saying. But yet and still, my humanness, I'm still battling with what I'm feeling, with feeling like I wanted to get back at this energy that I was connected to, because I felt like this person was doing me wrong or had did me wrong. So now I gotta go through this whole, you know, fighting with my thoughts and stuff, trying to keep my thoughts on the right thing, and not constantly thinking about, you know, the bad that happened, or how dare this person, or, you know, because hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to make a different video, y'all. I just got a warning that my phone was like way too freaking hot. So I'm gonna have to shut down this message, and I'm gonna come back and do the follow-up with this, y'all. All right, peace and blessings.